First of all, Gypsy's so damn shady. It's hilarious. But doesn't she look more and more like a... What did her family call her when she was younger? Anyway, that outfit was kind of killer, right? Imagine plotting your mom's UNALIVED and then coming up on here talking about, hey, everybody. Yo, like, only in America. Like, how does this happen? You plan your mom's whole UNALIVED, and then you get up on the internet with, hey, everybody. Anyway, let's look at these people. I need y'all to see this. Could you imagine being excited to meet a murderer at the mall? Oh my gosh, y'all. I got to meet a murderer at the mall. Look at Gypsy. She's so sweet. She murdered her mom. Are we for real? Like, what? All right, so I've seen a couple of videos of people saying, you know, that she's out at the mall without her baby, blah, 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 blah. I personally did not leave my newborn with anyone for probably about 4 months. I don't know how other moms are. Drop down in the comments down below. I don't know. But I do think the interaction with the people at the mall, I'm starting to feel like they're staging these people at the mall, being excited to see her. Because nobody likes that girl. As much as Bree be trying to make people think otherwise, everybody knows nobody likes Gypsy. And what I think is really weird, y'all tell me if I'm right or if I'm wrong. This girl's constantly changing her hair color, like her actual hair color. It's not like they're clip-ins. Like, that just seems weird to me that you would put your hair through all that torture. Like, that's... Is it just me, or is that kind of odd? I don't know. This whole OOTD is just weird. The whole thing. I don't know what to say about it, but it's just so weird. And the last couple of weeks, I think, has been weird anyway, you know, with the whole interaction with Raina and Ken. And then she tries to come up on here like a day later and kind of act like everything's all good. Like, she always tries to send that signal. And I don't know if you guys remember, but when her and Ryan allegedly were still together, she was doing the same thing. And then, boom, everybody was like, oh my gosh, they broke up. Da, 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 da. Yeah, like, this girl be telling it without telling it and then gaslighting you. Like, I knew what was going on from the very beginning. When she left Ryan 2 weeks before that, remember, she messaged me and said, oh, you know, everything is good. Nothing is going on. We're still married and we're happy and we're this and we're that. And then next thing you know, she's saying she's allegedly... he was sort of abusive or something. And then we know that wasn't true. She was making that up. But the dark hair thing, I don't know. Y'all don't feel like that's suspicious? You know, anytime she pull a dark hair move, because she alleges that Ken doesn't like dark hair. But to really be honest, Ken, I don't think your boy wants to be with a woman to really be like 100. If you really want to be real, I don't even think he... And if he did, I'm sure it wouldn't be her. And you know what's so funny? I started thinking about this last night. I said, the fact that he would seriously sit on the internet and call me dumb. You had a whole baby allegedly by murder. Does it get any dumber than that? Not only is she a murderer, you was doing it while she was married. So you're a homewrecker. You're a side piece. Who's really the dummy? I'm just saying, I'm not trying to be rude or anything like that, but I'm just saying, if you gonna call somebody something, you better make sure you clean up in your house first. And you know what I think is interesting? Also, remember when they were asking, I think Morbid was like, well, Gypsy could say something about Nick. Why hasn't Gypsy said anything? And Raina was like, she's on parole. That doesn't mean that she can't, there's nothing she could do. I mean, let's be honest. We know that she does not want to advocate for him. She doesn't want him out. She doesn't want him to have a voice. But come on now. Now, I also finally read through all those messages between Ken and Fancy. Y'all, I'm sorry. It's a no for me when it comes to Fancy. I've never really been, you know what I'm saying, like a Fancy fan to begin with. But it's a real no for me because the fact that she had someone go undercover and act like a girlfriend to manipulate him, to screw him over, doesn't that make her just as bad as Gypsy as far as manipulation? Look, I know a lot of people are like, she has good information. And yeah, she does, she had information. But those messages between her and Ken, to me, are trifling. And I'm going to say this here one time and one time only. I'm probably going to say more than that. But I feel like if she was able to do a documentary with Gypsy, she would have done exactly what Miss Melissa Moore did, or worse. And she would have rode that train until the train stopped choo-chooing. I feel like she's about her bag, and she doesn't care about justice at all. And whichever way it's going to get her the bag, she going to get the bag. Because those messages, I don't know how you could redeem yourself from that. Because if I was ever to set up someone like that, I would feel horrible. I would never even get back on the internet. You would never see another video from me. Especially knowing that this is a man that was used and manipulated. But I guess when you're very similar to someone like Gypsy, it all makes sense. I don't know, y'all. Let me know if y'all think that I'm being too harsh. This is just my personal opinion. Yeah, it's enough for me. But overall, I just look at the whole situation, and what's sad is nobody really tried to get justice for Nick up until like the internet really figured out what was really going on. Anyways, remember, Nicholas Godejohn needs a clemency letter. I posted it in my last video to really kind of focus on the fact that, it's an injustice to him. I don't want people to focus on Gypsy in this clemency letter, but, the fact that it is injustice in the justice system. He was like basically screwed over by the justice system. He was also screwed over by the interrogator, and that, he should have some sort of justice. I'm going to put in the description the public defender to send these letters to, this public defender is going to get it to a lawyer that is going to file the clemency. It needs to be post-dated by February 15th. It needs to be mailed right before February 15th. March 1st, that public defender is going to get it to the attorney. So this all needs to be done before February 15th. And to be honest with you, I think if everybody can do it by February 5th, February 10th, it's better. We just want to make sure that everything's out there. But I'm going to drop it all down below, and watch my last video for any extra information, because my notes are in the car. I'm sorry, y'all. I can't remember everything. I'm trying. But y'all have a good night. Bye-bye for now.